Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to
Normally.
Right, so we've got a lot of... we can almost say a bit of shenanigans going on with the draft, like considering Interitus, they've got some strong lanes, good competition for mid-game. And Unknown, they have, you know, they have this setup, but what I'm worried about is brought back as regen. And as you can see, Quaswex is the idea they wanted to go for. While it is actually the Undying going down in the top lane. Necessarily need to sacrifice, but set 2 heroes for the action rune contest. But look at this Centaur fall in this top lane. Gyrocopter very low on HP too. Not enough healing necessarily under the Sentry Ward too. Well, we're 7 minutes in. A couple kills here and there. Bottom might just be another kill happening here because the Quap rotating. Doesn't even want to use Sonic Wave here. Doesn't have the mana for it. Doesn't need it. They have enough damage to take down No Name, or is just thrown at this guy. So he's just going to stand his ground, and he's going to soak everything he can. The bait is set. Pimpolo finds the Ops Ward, and now with the Centaur being they're trying to get this damage in, but as you see, the trap has been sprung. They've got the cancel onto the Bane. No Name will go down. And with this Bane still surviving, with the zombies hacking the feet of this Bane, doesn't matter. Pimpolo coming in from the side, trying to get a kill maybe on this Lion. Lion very low HP, doesn't get the Shikuchi, they're going to set the trap on the Weaver instead of the time-lapse save. And Pimpolo's out with just a couple pieces of HP remaining, gets himself back to full HP. Lion survives. Undying doesn't look to survive as Rayur is just hacking away. And, you know, they fell for the bait. It's like 5 seconds of nothingness for Unknown, and then they can start the fight. So you have a head start. Black Soul and Moonlight, they were setting up for Pimpolo. The Weaver gets out, however. There's a Stampede used on the other side. They found the Gyrocopter. The Dawnbreaker coming into the rescue, though. No Name does get a good 2-man stun. Arceus is still down, and this Dawn is gonna need some backup. Black Soul is there. There comes the Centaur from the side with the Tumbler toy into the stun. The Bane caught as well with the Earth Spike. And with that, it's a 1-for-1 trade. They get something in return, but they have lost their Gyrocopter.
He's counting on the fact that the Quap won't have a BKB yet by the time he has his Arcade. I'm not sure I trust that.
Nice catch in mids, and with that stun, Fingers available in 1 second. Oh, he didn't get it in time. They're going to turn around in mid. Black Soul's going to go down to the Sonic Wave. Fiend's Grip connecting onto No Name. And Dawnbreaker's going to be a second casualty too here. Luna's just happy to come and pick up these freebies. I think it's for the Weaver too. Kind of like a preemptive thinking that, yeah, Weaver's going to go for Aghanims. In reality, Weaver is going for another Orchid. Eclipse has been used in bottom. Got the Gyrocopter caught under the tower. I have to say, that's a very lonely Gyrocopter there. Just with the help of the Undying, I think Unknown might have just, you know, stepped a bit of a limit there. A bit too deep in the lane. And 2 easy kills again for Interitus. Now 11,000 gold ahead, 18 minutes in. This Black Soul into the high ground. Arceus is there as well. They get the stun. They caught the Invoker. They see where he is. And with that Orchid, that should be a kill. Pimpolo is the one to dive all the way deep. He gets silenced up by the Orchid, but that's all they can do. They just sack their Invoker. Feeling?
Nice.
Just really good stun from the Centaur. There's no chance that Unknown can move around even in their own jungle. Heroes are. But still a very, very waiting feeling. Moonlight. Okay, the trap has sprung. They've got the catch. They've got the Finger of Death to play onto this Quap as well, but still not enough, and she blinks away with the BKB. 400 HP remaining, and Rayur lives. It just wasn't enough damage. It was the right play. The rest of the squad now trying to move from the below, actually. Trying to make a wraparound on the side towards the Weaver. Quap pops her invis, gets hexed up. Sun connection as well. They got the call down, but the jump from Hijack's going to be enough, and Moonlight's going to go down with Viper coming in from the Lionland. Our Gyrocopter in the middle doesn't really do much at this point. The Dawnbreaker is just a bit of a nuisance here in the arms of Hijack and FCR. Everybody else is just dying in the backlines. It's just the Bane kill, and everybody else has died on the side of Unknown. And there's the GG call, 31 minutes in. I think it's a good time to start looking at Game 2 if you are Team Unknown, because I don't feel like anything really clicked in place.
It really didn't. Rayur could take this as well. And then probably also take the mid in order for Unknown to get the space for all these cores.
I was actually laughing at the thought here that they should put Ember Spirit as a 4 and put Ogre into mid and have even more early game. So it might change in a few minutes. However, something that also does change in a few minutes is Storm Spirit's Grim Life, where you just have to admit, like, yeah, you're just gonna die. So, Moonlight, however, found an FCR. Can he get this kill in time? The DD rune runs out as well. The bug is still chewing on the sniper, and it's going to be worth it in the end because
River.
they've got the swarm still on the flash, and Rayur gets a kill on Feeling. It's right under the outpost to get this extended vision.
Very powerful, and it has just been dewarded in the dire jungle,
It has,
unfortunately.
so that also does tell that Unknown, they have been scouting out the churches with their warding plays. Trent wants to get his ulti off, but he does not drop the base. And the crowd is left booing at this point. So are single targeting everything right now. Treant Protector is also getting single targeting everything. He drops the base on top of the Ember. And Rayur comes to the rescue, but is it going to be enough to take this Ember down? It is going to be the dead Ember here. He did not have mana to jump out with the Remnant.
Middle tower is being attacked.
This is a very desperate chase. Nice obstacle.
Interitus are noping out.
Flash. Got a chance for an overgrowth there. Stacking around. Nice 4-man ulti. Spear connecting onto the back. They caught Rajor coming in with the jump onto Soul. They will take down 1. They will take down 2. And Feeling also low on HP, but FCR with that Medusa's gaze, he's forced to turn around. And Medusa, despite the Aegis, despite the stick charges, just getting isolated and pushed away. They're toying with this Medusa right now, avoiding her from hitting any targets. They get a bit of damage onto the Rubik. They found a sniper once again. Moonlight still wants to hunt down the sniper. It doesn't quite hit with the swarm. Rayur wants to look for this Weaver. Medusa's still holding her position on the high ground. Now with the Orchid coming back off cooldown, Storm's going to find the kill. Make it 3 for Interitus and Unknown. They bite the dust. Could keep on going for the tier 2 tower with the Overlord unit there. That's the Spear and the Medusa, a bit of harassment damage there, but the Mars might have just sold his soul. Meanwhile, jumping onto the back line is the Storm Spirit trying to catch Benjaz. And they've caught Treant Protector stun in the gaze. And look at the plays from Black Soul. Look at the way he jumps to the back line. He secures a triple kill, ultra kill, maybe even the potential for a rampage, but looks like the sniper might just kill off the Ember Spirit. And it's the Mars who blinks in with the Spear Arena, catching the Ember, and Feeling is about to go down too. At least they finished off the tower.
The Medusa in the most dangerous forward position.
Classic push with the wards, and it is Hijack going in first with the Spear, but the Mars, he's just getting instantly jumped on with the stuns. And make sure they get this kill. They've got the Beastmaster, but he's a pretty hard target too. And they've spent a lot of damage just taking down the Beastmaster. They do manage to find Feeling. He's going to come with a buyback. Sniper dropping low, rooted up with this Ember Spirit. And FCR dead means the end of the team fight. Yules as well to the Storm Spirit. No escape right now for Rayur. Doesn't even get to the low ground. There's nowhere to go. But that Storm Spirit and Unknown finally score a victory in a team fight for themselves. Be like a huge power spike for your team. Say Ursa, for example. While Hijack actually does go in with the Spear, never gets thrown out. Finally connecting onto the Medusa. Completely empty mana pool. Beastmaster got the roar out, but will lose his life with it. Both offlaners being killed. The silence onto the Ember Spirit, but he's got his BKB. Will be able to evade for now. Disengaging from the base of Interitus. They're having fun with this melee racks being sieged up. Spear onto Arceus, pushed away with the bonk. Mana pool almost completely depleted. Still has Mystic Gaze. Meanwhile, Rayur jumping on the backline, getting a bit of damage onto the Weaver, and Weaver actually dies in the end. And the thing that actually killed her is the Nature's Grasp. So Weaver out. 5 versus 4, still potential here from Interitus. Hijack is just soaking every hit right now. Pops his BKB. Arceus and Soul can't do much to him. And D-Flash, he still has that ulti, plus his blink.
He is fully loaded right now. He is the man who could...
Hijack goes in, misses the Spear this time, doesn't connect, and that's going to be a dead Mars. Roar is used too, and doesn't look like this Mars is going to be coming back unless used with a buyback, and they've caught the Rubik once again. Ember Spirit catching the front back line. House get the overgrowth. Yules is there to cancel that. Hijack. Blink has been cancelled. Has the Arena, has the Spear. They want to blow up this Medusa on the first try. And there's the Arena, isolating the Medusa. Medusa versus 4, but they can't deal with this Medusa, except for FCR. another sniper ult onto the backline. There's a bit of damage on the Weaver. Not enough for a kill, though. So he gets saved for a second. He's still making work. He kills off the Mars. Mars with a dieback. Rubik in the trees. TP's away. And the melee racks is down. So Unknown, they make quick work of this. And they make sure that they do not fail this push.
Causing them to have to put that much more energy into the Medusa. And in the meantime, indeed, the Ember Spirit murdering the entire backline of Interitus.
Yep. It is a really hard defense now. Buybacks have been used. Still 4 versus 4. Make that 4 versus 3 because the Dream Protector is dead. At least they get the return kill on the Ogre. Rayur trying to catch the Medusa. Medusa still has her BKB. Another time lapse and an ultra kill for Argus. They're going to get the Rampage. They're going to make sure they get it. And there we have it. A Rampage out of all things. And we are going to game number 3. So no 2-0s here.
Dislike this Unknown team draft.
Ember Spirit. How badly did they ruin your strategy?
You should have. Oh my god, I love Stanley Parable announcer. Oh my god, that. Right click once, gonna run into a Willow root. So I'm thinking Weaver's gonna die first. No Nightmare? Okay, that's a dead bang. Never mind.
That's a dead bang.
Bets have been refunded.
No.
Very even, 23-19 in terms of where this is gonna move out from. Like CS.
Falling again on top.
Yeah, it's just a never-ending battle, is it? Just a constant fight. Seems to be the story here. And with this LC trying to make a run for it. 3 stick charges. 1 more spike required. FCR doesn't have it. Plus the
to supply those in whatever accent and swear words are local.
Yeah.
Dyer's courier has taken, maybe atoned for now.
Yeah, I would love to see people's faces with how they react when they start messing with me in a bar and then I just start throat singing. You know, like, what's up with that? But Rayur actually gets a kill on Soul, and a lot of tips have been shared. So, you know, there's a big juicy stack right there. D-Flash trying to isolate them right here. Gyrocopter getting slowed up, and Bristle still clearing the stack. Can they save this stack? Is it going to get contested by Unknown in the end? They just call down. They're going to take the fight here. He gets pinned to the only tree in the middle of the jungle. The dual connector as well, with the Bristle back on the run with 500 HP. Should be okay. Hijack has his spear ready in 2 seconds. Does he get the connection? Rayur looking for a feeling clean. He still has his tether available. He's going to have to wait for the initial initiation, and he gets bursted down with the spear. Benja still fighting here. He finds one. Can he get himself out of there? Because he's being chased by a lot of Interitus heroes, and doesn't look like this LC is going anywhere. Double kill for the Ember Spirit.
There was a lot of walking in that movie.
Smoke pops on the Ember. He goes into the DD. Hijack is there. He doesn't get the press the attack being used, but the spear comes after. Relocate save is there. Rocket connecting. Boat is there too. Mars might be in trouble. Nightmare saved nicely, thrown in by the Bane, but it's not going to be enough, is it? Because this Mars still gets killed. And the Ember Spirit, a quick save there. Time lapse used by Moonlight and FCR. Trying to get some havoc done here, but what can a lone Bristleback do? Against 5, they even have a duel ready. Oof. This Bristleback, he's going to not get the duel victory. Still staying alive, but he's not doing any damage with the spikes either. Even the neutrals are joining the party, and with that rocket, that should do it. And Arceus gets the kill, making it a pretty big team fight for Team Unknown. It took a while.
I really do not advise them to take this fight. They want to, but
Yep, they want to turn him around. Oh, what a beautiful arena landed by Hijack. He's got 4, but is it going to be enough? FCR needs to keep on snotting, keep on throwing that snot on them to get the minus armor in. Benjas is down. They're going to take down Feeling, looking for the double roots as well, and so the Kunk is down. Arceus falling as well, and a beautiful team fight from Interitus. How could it just land so nicely into their arms for a quick duel or anything?
They don't want to kill him either. Like, he's at his best when he's at 0 mana and low HP. As far as Unknown is concerned, right? It's like if they kill him, he comes back.
That's the initiation call. They're going to get a dual victory for Benjaz. Now you have to go for another one. And another 3-man arena from Hijack. And the Terrorize is even better with the Fiend's Grip on the low ground onto the LC. And Benjaz ain't moving anywhere. They've lost the IO. They're in trouble of losing their LC. They shall. And a time lapse being used by the Weaver, so Moonlight's not even falling. Hijack, he might have gone a bit too deep, but he makes sure that he gets the spear out with his dying breath to get that one hero down. And that being the gyrocopter, is a huge loss. Buybacks from the Weaver and the IO. And Interitus, they are still with 4 in the high ground. Looking at Unknown being between a rock and a hard place, but they have to be the rock. Look at the damage dealt by FCR. This gyrocopter already went down to minus 25 armor in just a matter of seconds.
Just does not provide. Normally you see something like maybe a Lotus Orb or something like that, but
batteries are low.
Yep.
Recharge. Okay, there. Oh, nice Lincoln's play there. Actually catching the bristle back there. The duel going on it. And Rayur going with a bit of a dive here. They've got the fear from the Terrorize, and Willow diving on high ground too. FCR picks already a double kill. They got the Vipers coming in from Feeling and from Benjaz. BKB also pop with the Kunkka. Soul has his X mark still on cooldown for a couple more seconds. Now the Gyrocopter trying to go for a bit of vengeance here, but still FCR making moves, and Rayur, he makes his way back. And they've got the Weaver, and there's the Arena from Hijack, and they will catch the Feeling IO. IO is dead, he's gone completely, so is the Kunkka. Benjaz will fall and make that another casualty with Moonlight falling on the Weaver. And there you go, that's the lone target, the Gyrocopter. He might be able to kill one hero, that is the Willow, but it's not gonna be enough as he and the Weaver, well, they're just basically staring into the sun at this point because it hurts. And Interitus, they secure a team fight victory from themselves. Maybe keep on going inside the base too, because that melee racks, it is now history.
And now FCR is just going to look to die. He still has an Aegis.
Yeah, he doesn't mind. He doesn't care at this point. He just goes straight away. Goes all the way to the finish line. 200 HP to go. Even the Gyrocopter is actually not even getting this kill. And FCR, he just keeps on going, and he just refuses to give up. And finally he dies to the tier 4 tower getting the kill. Flash farm, and the sprays onto the ground. The statement has been made. And Interitus, and while he is up, he's still becoming stronger and stronger. He's got not only his own stacks, but he's reducing your armor the whole time. The spikes are making more damage. There's the duel, but look at how minuscule of an effect it does have, because his bristle's now down to half HP, and they've already lost 2 heroes at the cost of the duel. And the GG call comes out from Unknown. Interitus, despite giving map 2 away, they clear out this series, and they take the victory 2-1. And I have to say...